It is a tremendous honor and joy to participate in this global forum, organized by the Higher Education Sustainability Initiative of the United Nations. And I note that the focus this year is on the future of higher education for sustainable development. I have long appreciated the excellent work being done, conducted by the United Nations Academic Impact. My university is a member of the UNAI, and we propose that in the near future, we will be able to establish an SDG hub within the Academic Impact Network. For decades, I have been a firm supporter of the SDGs in both capacities. My capacity as a leader in higher education, as well as my own academic discipline, which is economic development. The SDGs have been recognized as a critical development in the whole process of looking at sustainability. For sure, all of us would wish to have economic growth, not only in our regions, but in the world at large. But we also need to have social growth. That is material development with social justice and with equity for all. The SDGs have long represented an intellectual mobilization of the higher education network. All of us in higher education, we have pooled our research, our pedagogy, and our advocacy to support the development of the SDGs. They, in fact, reflect the commitment of higher education, especially those of us within the university system. I am willing to argue the thesis that the SDGs represent a lifeline to universities and to higher education. A lifeline because they call upon us to be activists in this 21st century. The activist university, the university that has its sleeves rolled up, is out there in the community, is out there beyond its own walls and jurisdictions, participating in human development. Activists in helping to solve some of the major problems facing humanity, issues of poverty, issues of food security, public health, climate change, all of these important 21st century matters. Universities now have a critical role to play in achieving the success that we are looking for. So therefore, the activist university, the university that looks beyond itself, the university that sees its own role, not only in terms of its internal sustainability, but also the role it has to play in promoting human development. This is important to me. The question, for example, of excellence in higher education. I have argued in many different fora that no university can claim to be excellent unless it is ethical. And the ethical university is one that recognizes its own history, its own circumstance, and asks the question, did we play a role in developing issues of slavery and colonization, the hostility to the equality of women, to the extermination of indigenous people? What role did we play in creating these 21st century problems that we are trying to solve? Do that research and say, if we have played a role in the pedagogy of colonization, militarism, and ethnic cleansing, and all of those abominations to human development, what will we now do in creating a more humane world? So, the university that is excellent has to be ethical in this regard? How do we mobilize the knowledge that exists within our laboratories, within our faculties, within our libraries? How do we mobilize this knowledge in order to solve these post-colonial problems that we are faced with? The SDGs, therefore, in my opinion, represent an opportunity for the university to return to its highest quality of service to humanity. My own university, the University of the West Indies, took a decision 2 years ago to establish an international school to focus exclusively on the sustainability of the SDGs. We have called this new enterprise the International School for Development Justice. The sole purpose of the International School for Development Justice is to offer a menu of taught one-year online master's programs on the SDGs. In other words, this international school will focus on teaching and learning around the SDGs. This is its sole purpose. And it will be an online global school because our intention is to invite students from all over the world, from all walks of life, to enroll in these master's programs in an effort to build capacity and sustainability around the SDGs. We have achieved a tremendous amount of support in this regard. Some of the finest universities have reached out to us and have asked the question, how can we partner with you in delivering this agenda on the SDGs? And we welcome this because we recognize that in higher education today, the finest work, the most persuasive advocacy is best done by partnerships. No single university can go this journey by itself. This is a moment in which universities are called upon to come together, to partner, to produce cutting-edge research together, to develop new teaching methodologies together, and to formulate advocacy for sustainability together. So thanks to the United Nations, thanks to the SDGs, we now have an environment where universities can come together on a joint basis to meet global objectives. This is why I say the SDGs represent a lifeline to higher education to grasp a new future, a future of commitment to humanity at its finest. Thank you.